Namaste yogis. Welcome to Tantra Yoga, where we embody our dark feminine. This means reclaiming our shadow, all parts of ourselves with power, not judgment, not shame. This is where we unleash our inner goddess Kali, where we allow Shakti to move through us, the cosmic power of creation and destruction. In this flow, there are a lot of liquid movements as well as power poses, focused around the hips and the sacral area to do some subconscious cleansing, removing any impurities and bringing out your fierce feminine power. Please be kind to yourself throughout any of your practices by listening to your body, avoiding pain both on and off the mat. On the mat, we listen to the signals. If there's any physical pain, emotional release, strong sensations, we take time to pause, exit, or self-soothe. And off the mat, that looks like setting boundaries, because the dark feminine energy doesn't play around. It protects itself at all costs. I'm Sonia. I hope you enjoy this class, and let's get started. Sitting cross-legged, one heel in front of the other, beginning with gentle hip circles. Go as wide as feels comfortable, at a pace where you can still be curious about how the movement makes you feel. Exploring the different stretches, maybe pausing and pressing against one knee for a bit of a twist. So we're stepping out of the mind and into the body, noticing all sensations. So in a way, it's a surrender. Just let the body move before you even know how it's moving. That is Shakti doing its magic. She's flowing through you. Close down your eyes. Listen to the soft hum of your breath. Transition to some soft cat-cows. Try not to tense up in the neck, but keep the shoulders relaxed as you open the chest. Placing hands on thighs, noticing how that feels. This is precious time that you get to spend with yourself. What a joy. Arms come to cactus. Breathe in, twist to the left. Breathe out, twist to the right. Breathe in left. Breathe out right. And be able to pick up the pace now. neutral spine. 2 slow, deep breaths to settle the energy. Activating every cell in your body to work at optimal level, optimal vitality. Sink into the feeling of the vibe. Quite literally, all of your atoms are vibrating right now. Direction. Breathe in, twist to the right. Breathe out, twist to the left with cactus arms. Empty out the lungs. Can you still feel grounded in your body with this energy being activated? Yes, you can. Okay, bring your hands to the mat and roll over the knees into tabletop. Start with some balancing to engage the core. Lifting the left arm parallel as well as the right leg straight. Curl in your abs to contract and hold. Breathing. For 5, 4, feel the inner fire. 2, 1. Okay, listen carefully. Left hand comes to mat. That lifted leg, keep it straight and drop the foot to the ground. Then pivot over the left knee, turning the shin parallel to the top of the mat, opening the chest and the right arm to the sky for gate pose. And lower the hand, return to tabletop. Lifting the right arm and left leg parallel to the ground. Contract the abdomen, squeeze, and find your point of focus. Three, 2, 1. Drop the hand, keep the back leg extended, pivoting over the knee, left arm over the ear. Back to tabletop. Is lower all the way onto the belly. Baby cobra. Lower down, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Lift the right heel to the sky, bend at the knee, stack the hips, open up to the side. Adding a bit of a back bend. Reaching that lifted foot towards your head, or at least that's what it feels like. Stretching along that side of the hip. And then swing that leg forward between the hands. Lower the back heel at an angle. Lift the arms, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, open the hips, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale to reverse your warrior. Then straighten the front leg, tilt the hips, reach forward as far as you can, and then rest the hand on the shin, opening left arm to the sky for triangle pose. Bend the front knee, cartwheel the hands back to the mat, step into plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Lift the left heel to the sky. Open the hips. And then swing the left foot through. Back heel drops, arms overhead, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale into warrior two, gazing over the front fingertips. Breathe in, breathe out, reverse your warrior. Straighten the front leg. Tilt the hips, reach forward and down, triangle pose. And cartwheel the hands to the mat, step to plank, move on to the left hand for side plank. And back, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Lift the right heel high, open the hips. Now you have the option to flip your dog. You can also get into Wild Thing from side plank. Taking that top foot, swinging it behind you, reaching the chest up, and the right arm over the ear. And come back. Right heel to the sky, swing it through. Drop the back knee, lift up into low lunge. Bring your left hand to the mat for a twisted lizard. So maybe that front foot turns out to the side a bit as the left hip drops down. You're twisting in the spine. You can even bend at the back knee and reach for the foot. And gently release with control. That front leg, you're going to engage your hip flexors to lift and swing it back to meet the other. Lift the knees for plank. Side plank on the right hand. Back to plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. And lift the left heel to the sky, stack the hips, open up the side body. And if you're called to it, flip your dog into Wild Thing. Return to center, downward facing dog. Lifting the left heel once more. Step the foot between the hands, drop the back knee. Low lunge, arms overhead. And then shift the chest and the hips forward. Twisting over to the left. Letting the right hip melt towards the floor. Take some slow, conscious breaths here to release any heaviness in the hips, the emotional body, the sacral chakra. Maybe bending the back knee. Grab onto the foot for a deeper quad stretch. Slowly release. Really squeeze that left hip to lift the foot. Bring it back to meet the other. We're going to sit on the heels. Take a moment to reconnect with how you feel. Are you feeling more energy? More confidence, maybe a bit more chaos? Welcome it all, again, without judgment. One of our power poses today will be camel. Start with your thighs parallel, about hips width apart. You can tuck the toes under or not, beginning seated on the heels. If you've never done camel before, you might want to start upright, placing hands on low back, and gently opening the collarbones, the shoulders, and the chest up to the sky. And you want to lightly squeeze your glutes to protect the low back. There should be no pain in this. If it feels comfortable, you can drop the neck. For those already familiar, we'll start on the heels. This way, we're going to squeeze our core, lift the hips up and forward, engaging the legs as well, squeezing the glutes, and then letting the neck rest between the shoulder blades. Deep breaths here. And then hands come to low back. Squeeze the core, lift all the way up. And come onto your heels. So that strengthens the entire front chain of the body and the spinal muscles, a metaphor for opening the heart and simultaneously having boundaries and remaining guarded and practicing discernment. So it's a balance between both. All right, tuck your toes under. Lift up onto the balls of your feet and find a yogi squat, malasana. Maybe rolling a blanket under the heels if they don't quite reach the floor. That way you can comfortably sit in your squat. Pressing the knees out with your elbows. You're going to squeeze the pelvic floor and lift up so the chest also rises. Tucking the chin slightly to lengthen the back of the spine. In this pose, I want you to imagine the spine lengthening, the tiny spaces in between the vertebrae expanding one by one. This is an extremely grounding pose and symbolically tied to shadow work. So in this pose, invite all parts of yourself to be here in this space with you and to show their great qualities, the parts that you've hidden away. See them all as neutral, not labeled as bad or good, just energies to work with. Deep breaths. Breathe deeply into the sacral area. And then bring your hands behind you. Have a seat. Come onto your back. Right leg is bent, using the hand to guide the knee over to the left for a gentle supine twist. Ensuring that both shoulder blades are grounded before the thigh or knee touches the ground. Move on to the other side. And extend the legs straight. Final rest, Shavasana. Release tension in the brows, the muscles behind the eyes, the jaw, neck and shoulders. The wrists are heavy, so are the hips. And the backs of the knees soft. Ankles heavy. What does the most powerful version of yourself look like? Don't think about it. Just rest in your body and see if anything comes up. Okay, let's wake up the body. Take as much time as you need. This is the perfect time for some mirror gazing meditation to connect deeply with yourself, or even just sitting here in your own presence in an open meditation. I hope that you enjoyed that and felt comfortable enough to allow all parts of yourself to exist during that practice. Come back to it whenever you need. If you like my yoga classes, show your support by hitting the like button and subscribing for future classes. And I invite you into the Shakti Circle to start your Kundalini transformation. If you're looking for yoga classes that go deeper into the spiritual work so you can really change your life and change your reality. Sending you all the love and good vibes. I'm Sonia once again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.